Hey, this is MJ, and in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to crochet our Chunky Suzette Stitch Ear Warmer. When you purchase our PDF pattern, I'm also including these bonus templates that you can cut out to display your headbands on for craft markets or for gifts. So you can cut out your template on some craft cardstock or use whatever color you want. And I have included some different sizes. Plus I also added this bonus head as well, which will fit your child in adult size headband. The yarn that I'm using is Maxim Prism. It is a DK weight yarn, but what we'll be doing is doubling it up so we get this nice chunky style ear warmer. I'll be working with a matte gold metal streamline hook from Furls Crochet, and this is an 8mm size. And I'll be working with the color Surfside in today's tutorial, and I will be working on our toddler size ear warmer. So starting with a tail, we'll make a slip knot, put that on our crochet hook, and I'm going to chain out a total of 42. And just make sure that you keep your chains nice and loose. Okay, so I've worked out my 42 chains, and we'll be working in the second chain from the hook. So I like to turn and see these little back bumps, which is the back leg of the chain. We're going to be working into this part of our chain. So we're going to start with a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. And in the next chain, we're going to work a double crochet. And then we're going to alternate this pattern across. So we'll work a single, and then we'll work a double. We'll work a single, and then a double. And we're going to work this all the way across. So now as you're coming to the end, we are going to end with a single crochet. We'll chain one and turn, and our chain one is not included as a stitch. And now we're going to get into our stitch pattern. So we're going to work a single crochet in the first stitch and a double crochet in the first stitch. Then we're going to skip the next stitch, and in the single from the previous row, we'll be working a single and a double. Skip the next stitch, and in the next stitch, a single and a double. We're going to continue this pattern across, and we will be ending with a single crochet. Rather than jumping right into this pattern on the chain, we did the alternating so that every chain had a stitch so that you don't get any gapping. Okay, so we're coming to the last two stitches. We're going to skip the double, and we're going to single crochet in the last stitch. So we have a total of 41 stitches. Now make sure to reference your pattern for the size you're working on so that you do stay on track with how many stitches you need for the size. We'll chain one and turn. We're now back to the right side of our work. We're going to single double in the first stitch, skip the next stitch, single double in the next. So we're just going to continue repeating rows in this pattern. And for this size, you'll work up a total of 9. So I'm going to go ahead and complete my 9 rows, and then we'll meet back up to assemble the headband. Okay, so I finished working my 9 rows and it should measure 16 inches long by 3.5 inches wide. So now if you need to adjust your hook size to get that measurement, or if you need to do more rows or fewer rows or more stitches or fewer stitches. So now what we can do is fasten off the tail. And we're finishing on our right side. So what we're going to do is take our ends, we're going to fold them in. I like to just fold them like this, and then we're going to get our pieces here together. So we're going to wrap this side around here. I like to get this tail into the center. Then you can fold this piece over so we have 4 layers to sew through. So I'm going to get my yarn needle. Okay, so you want to put your yarn on your yarn needle. And we're going to take the yarn needle, we're going to go through all of the layers. Okay, so now before I weave back to the other side, I just like to take a peek, make sure I've done it well, because if you want to pull back any of your work, it's better to do that before you weave and knot this tail. So I like to just take my yarn needle now, weave it back to the other side. And then I'm just going to knot these tails together and trim. Okay, and now what I like to do is have the starting chain be at the top of the headband. And you can add a personalized tag if you want to the top, like I've shown on these ear warmers, but that's not necessary. Okay, so I'm gonna cut out my toddler size template. And I just like cutting around the dark edge, so we don't want to cut right onto it. You want to cut just around so that you can see the full line. So you'll just print out your templates on some craft cardstock or whatever color you would like, and then this just makes a really nice display for your ear warmers. And I'm also going to cut out my ear warmer care tag as well. So you can fill in the material, the care instructions, your size, your price on these little tags. You can just use your single hole punch and some twine. I think I'm going to use some of this one. And then you can just attach this to your piece. I'm going to stick it through just a stitch. So even if you decide not to use the template, it's great to add the little tag on just so you're sure that the recipient of this gift is going to properly take care of it. So our Prism yarn is hand wash and lay flat to dry. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tap the bell to stay updated on all my new videos and tutorials. Make sure to check the description box below the video for the supplies as well as the links to the pattern. Thanks so much, guys. Have an awesome day.